Hello everyone. To give a brief introduction about me, my name is Yashvardhan Singh and I'm a marine engineer sailing with Maersk. So I had this urge of doing something creative and sharing my experience with people around the world, because now I see a lot of people are messaging me on LinkedIn, on Instagram, that how to become a marine engineer, how is the life of marine engineer, and what all things that you learn. So I thought I'll make a video regarding that. There are already a lot of videos about how to join shipping and how to live as a marine engineer. What are the things that I learned during my sailing time, and what are the things that I will take forward in my life. So I have prepared 5 lessons that I have learned in my shipping career as a whole, ranging from cadetship to being an officer. So I'll just start one by one. So yeah, let's get started. So the first one that I would say is hard work. And this I cannot emphasize enough, how hard work does living on a ship require. I would say that you can be an engineer, you can be an officer, but the amount of hard work that you have to put in is enormous. And everybody has a schedule like 8 to 5, or you are on watches, or you are doing day rounds or night duties. So yeah, everybody has a staggered time duration and working environment. I would like to talk about my own department right now, that is the engine department. I can tell you that we are working in around temperatures which are exceeding 35 minimum to most of the times, except for the times when we are going to cold countries. The temperature is mostly exceeding 35 degrees, 40 degrees in the engine room, and all of us are working, and there are no shortcuts, or I don't want to do it, I cannot do it. Since you are an engineer and you are responsible for your machinery, you have to do it. Whether it is taking you 2 hours, 3 hours, 10 hours, 20 hours, you need help, you need supervision, but you have to do it yourself. So first thing that shipping teaches you is the hard work that you need to put in. And through this hard work, I believe that you attain a lot of things in life. Like doing hard work not only helps you in the shipping sector, but also in other fields of life. The second thing is being a master of all trades and a jack of none. If you take an example, then I go as an engineer, but it does not mean that I cannot do a job that other people are doing. Like, of course, I cannot maintain the navigational watches and all, but yeah, like basic jobs like painting and shipping. And sometimes we have to do that in the engine room. And mind you, cleaning. Someday you are a carpenter yourself. Someday you are an engineer. Someday you are, trying to decide some games. And some days you are just swimming around. Some days you are just cleaning. Some days you are roaming around like a traveler. You can just think of any travel blogger that comes into your mind and relate it to that 1 or 2 shore leaves that we get in a month, I would say, before COVID, of course. So yeah, this was the second thing that I learned, that you have to be a master of all trades and a jack of none. The next thing that you learn is the relationship that you build with people. This is one of the most important factors. Like when we are going on a ship, we are working with people, those who are coming from the Philippines, from Russia, from the US, and from China, and everywhere you are getting and working with people. You have to understand their religion. I remember an instance when I reached on board for the first time, and there was this guy, and I could not understand his English, and I was saying what, and he was so irritated and so pissed off at me because I was just a junior cadet who just joined, and he was making life difficult for him. That is something that happens once in a while. But I would say the overall experience of working together with different nationalities is absolutely amazing. And like when I was working with guys from the Philippines, and I heard about this cockfighting, that it is very famous around in Philippines. And my third engineer, they used to download videos when they had some internet, or they would bring it from their homes, and then they used to watch us. But we also used to get excited. Okay, this is something nice, we should watch. When people from different areas tell you about how their lives are, how they celebrate festivals, and since I was an Indian on board, and we have a lot of festivals and a lot of happiness going around throughout the year, I used to tell them about, okay, my experiences are this, my experiences are that, and we are working here, and we are doing this festival at this point of time, we are playing with colors, and we are playing with crackers, and there is Diwali, there is Holi, there is Eid, then there is Christmas, and Christmas and New Year is celebrated very nicely on board, and all the crew is mesmerized, and we are holding some kind of games and competitions. So yeah, it is a fun ride being with everyone. The fourth lesson that I learned was that the show must go on. Since there are few people on board, like 24, 25, so you have to rely on those 24, 25 people. Like for the engineering department, I can tell you that there are 4 engineers, sometimes 5, and you have cadets and the crew that can help you. You have to be in charge and you have to do your job. So you cannot say, okay, I cannot do because I don't want to. Of course, if you have some health or medical emergencies, that can be understood. But you cannot say that, okay, I don't want to do it today, or I want to take it off. Like, people in the normal job can say, okay, I want to take this leave, I want to take that leave. But once you're on board, you have to deliver no matter what. I remember that I was having some kind of, headache, and they called me 2 o'clock in the night, and this was the first time when I joined, and I was just a trainee, and I thought, okay, I would just tell them, okay, I have headache, so I will not come. So I told the second engineer that I am having a headache, I cannot come. So he said, okay, you have 2 minutes and get dressed, and I'll see you in the engine room. And when I went there, he was very polite, and he explained to me the importance of people, and how important it is for the ship to be maintained, because we have to be there for 5-6 months, and this is our home for all of us. We have a combined home, so we have to take care about it. So that was the lesson that I learned. And last thing that I would want to say is the party. I cannot miss the party time. So the last thing that I learned from the shipping life is, no matter how hard you work, even if you get an instance of going around, getting a lot of pictures clicked, and while at seas, we also have this barbecue parties. So we can also go to these barbecue parties and, just make our own food, and there's swimming pool, and there are lots and lots of games involved with all the seniors and juniors. And of course, then there is no rank, then there is no, nature of hierarchy. Okay, you can't play with them. Okay, you can't play with them. The crew is very jolly, and even the captains and chief engineers are very friendly with everybody, and they are coming and playing and enjoying, and they make you feel so comfortable. And yes, I would say that is one of the best things that I learned, that if you are working, work really, really hard. But if you are partying, oh my god, you have to party at least 5 times more than the work that you are putting in, because that just releases a lot of tensions and everything from your mind and heart. So yeah, that are few of the things that I learned from my shipping career, which I can remember as of now. And since it is my first video, I will try to shoot up more, think of more ideas, and get back to you. So I think it is very early for me to say, and it does not sound good for first beginner video, but I would say try to subscribe to the channel. Then you can keep up updated with the videos that I'm putting up. I'll put pictures, I'll put videos, and I'll put all my experiences. I'll put some of my daily vlogging also, I think so. So I think that will be quite an opportunity to interact with all of you and share my part of the stories, my journeys. And please don't mind the background. My house is under construction right now, so I cannot do anything about that. I found this silent place so I can come and just talk with you guys. So thank you for giving me your time, 10-12 minutes, whatever you spared me, and it was wonderful reacting with all of you. See you again. Thank you so much. Bye.